Hey, well, it's being willing to come back with another video. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my videos. It's very humbling. I really appreciate you giving me your time. Your time is your most valuable asset. And the fact that you guys give me a little of your time, I really appreciate it. You dig? But I want to come back with this video, family, because I did a video earlier today that I deleted because I just really wasn't satisfied with the sound quality. And there was some pretty good information on there about a couple of pharmaceutical companies, but I just wasn't really feeling I was, drying my clothes and, you have jeans and stuff in there and it makes this noise, and I just really wasn't feeling that. So I went on and deleted it, and I'll be coming back with that video at a later date. But this particular video I wanted to talk about because I thought it's pretty strange that when you talk about especially coming off the cusp of MLK Day, and I asked in that MLK, Martin Luther King Jr. video, I asked the question, are we better off? And the only reason I asked that question, family, because I didn't grow up in the 60s. I was born in the 60s. And so, I've just kind of know our economic status from being conscious of it from the 80s up until now. And it's always kind of been, Afro-melanated people in the ghettos and, kind of the lowest economic demographic, right, when it comes to wealth. But I thought it was strange and ironic but we spend more money. We're one of the top consumers. When you think about the billions of dollars that we spend in, Afro-melanated female hair care, the billions of dollars we spend on Jordans and Nikes, the billions of dollars that we spend on fast food, it's not that we don't have the cash or the capital to build communities. It's just that we don't have the vision. For every community to be successful, it has to have 4 elements that are, constant throughout. And these elements are education, healthcare, finance, sorry, family. Let me go ahead and reiterate. Healthcare, which is hospitals, finance, which are banks, education, which are schools, and the last aspect, family, that we need to have in our communities that you already know we don't have is supermarkets, which is our food. We have to, if we're not controlling what we put in our bodies, then we're not controlling our health. You dig? So those 4 elements to really produce, and I'm an A-Town fan, I'm telling you, I've seen, the different ethnicities have these 4 elements in their neighborhoods. We don't have those. And when you have these, athletes, celebrities, they're talking about they're making millions of dollars. I'm telling you, family, they're on scholarship. There's no way they're making that kind of money and coming from the neighborhoods and don't understand this concept. There's no way. I mean, it's kind of like churches, right? The highest churches, these, prosperity churches, Creflo Dollar, TD Jakes, all these cats, they don't have their own bank. They put their monies in other banks, European banks, that make them millions of dollars. The money don't come back to you. So when you go on and paying tithes every Sunday, that money is going to a European bank. It's not going to your bank, where it's going to create credit for you to start your own business, where it's going to create loans for you at low interest, where you can pay your bills and you can get ahead. And you take out the whole notion of discrimination and regentrification. Because in our neighborhoods, all the millions of dollars are in our neighborhoods. building our hospitals, building our schools, building our supermarkets, and building our banks. If we don't have those 4 elements in a community, you don't have a community. You're basically dependent on the government for subsistence. You did? So family, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my videos. Just food for thought, family. It's not an accident, okay, that we have these particular socioeconomic problems in our communities, because you don't have the banks, we don't have supermarkets for food, schools for our kids, and hospitals for our people. And if you do the research, they'll tell you that anatomically and physiologically that we're different. So why will we be taking the same medicines that everybody else is taking when scientifically they say that we're different? You did? All right, family. In the meantime, between time, may the Most High Almighty bring you joy and being what is out of 5,000.